Have you ever felt like you're in a quicksand no matter how hard you push? You've been grinding, putting in the work, but the next level just feel out of reach. If you're experiencing a plateau, just know that you're not alone. We're about to dive deep into why this happens. Just looking back on the times when I was just so excited, progress was moving quickly, and I was down 5 pounds one week, 6 pounds one week, and then boom. Now imagine me waking up every day, coming to the garage to work out, and seeing the same number over and over and over. That agonizing standstill is what's called a plateau. I just want you to forget everything you know about consistent progress. What if I told you that hitting a wall and feeling like you're completely stalled is not a failure but inevitable and even part of the growth throughout your journey? We're gonna go through the strategies that will help us transform your biggest leap forward. We have to highlight the non-scale victories like improved energy, better sleep, our clothes fitting differently, increased in strength. Let's discuss how we can track our progress without stepping on the scale. First, we're going to discuss the measurements. This is just a simple measuring tape. It's probably no more than $5 or $7 on Amazon. It's all up to you, but that's one way you can measure your progress. Another is by taking progress photos. And lastly, fitness benchmarks. One week, I only can lift 10 pounds. The next week, I move to 15 and then 25. So you can measure your progress and also keeping a journal. Keeping a journal with a little visual diary of your progress will help tremendously. Let's just switch our perspective on solely outcome driven progress to process driven success. Avoid the give up mentality. We're not giving up. We're not quitters. Make sure we're setting smaller goals, not surrounded by weight. Have a perfect example of small goals throughout your journey. So you're not just, I by this number, I need to beat this number down, this number down. How about you do small goals, for example, 30 minutes a day on the treadmill or the walking pad, or 30 minutes or an hour on the elliptical. Start off with small goals. Even if you don't hit 30 minutes one day, eventually, one day, you will. It's highly important to have self love, self compassion. Be compassionate for yourself. Give yourself grace and be open to learning new things and making adjustments. I've been speaking about this throughout this month that I've been stuck at 266, stuck at that weight all month. So I'm going to adjust it. I'm going to finish off this month of my workouts, but March, we're going to increase it just a little bit, not too much where I'm burnt out. Some days I'm so tired, I'm frustrated at myself because I feel like I'm not doing anything to help my journey. But at the same time, you know what we got to do? We got to have compassion for ourselves and know that give yourself grace. You can't do this all so quickly. It took a while for you to gain this weight, so it's going to take a while for you to lose it. So have compassion for yourself. And I'm just not talking to you, I'm talking to myself. As I previously mentioned, make strategic adjustments to help you. If you need to increase your water intake, do that. I love to do a different exercise variety. It's many things that you can do to get yourself out of a plateau. I'm just doing the works for me as a plus size woman. I started off at 287. I want to say 289, but I don't think I got to 289. But I started off at 287. I'm down to 266. Personally, last year I used to sleep probably 4 or 5 hours and I just felt like I had the energy, but I really didn't. I've learned to manage my stress. I learned to do deep breathing, being calm, just being calm throughout whatever, and putting my trust in God because I can't control what's going on. Only can ask God to take the lead. Letting go of control has helped tremendously with my stress management and also drinking enough water. I used to hate water. I'm gonna keep telling everyone that I used to rely on McDonald's sweet teas, Monsters, juice, and that just kept the calories packing. What do they call it? Empty calories. But it's not because I'm not still hungry. I'm just drinking the calories. I tried to get zero. Try to drink like zero sugar things like Body Armor. It has electrolytes in it. You can also just stick to plain water. I also have drink sugar free energy drinks, but just half a can. Just try to find things that's gonna be an alternative to the sugar drinks. Also, I love like the LaCroix or any sparkling water. They're all zero. And just to have that little bubble like a soda, but it's not really soda. I try to stay away from like zero sugar sodas, period. If I happen to be partaking in fast food, I do try to get a zero Coke. But lately, I'll just take a sip and pour it out. Because why? You don't need it. I want to be encouraging to you guys and just know that self love is the best love. And part of self care is taking care of your body inside out. So, with the mental health thing, if you know you're struggling with depression, I've been there before. You can leave a comment and we can talk. I have my email, I'll put it on the screen. You can email me. You can email me. We could talk about it. I could pray for you. Yeah, so I know that a lot of people have eternal things that they're going through, and I'm here to help because I've dealt with it for a few years. I didn't believe I had postpartum depression, but as I'm continuing to go on, I feel like those are all the signs of postpartum depression. I remember my son's first appointment back with his doctor. And the doctor was like, I think you're depressed. And I was so upset with him. I felt like he was so rude. He asked my husband why was he there, and I was like, I have surgery, so I can't pick up the baby. And he was just so rude to me. So I didn't take his word for it, but he's a doctor. So yes, also your vitamins. That's very important. 2 years ago, I was establishing care, and my doctor was like, "Your vitamin D is deficient, like tremendously. You need to start taking your vitamin D. Your numbers are so low." So she prescribed me to a vitamin D. I take it once a week. After doing research, even though she's a doctor, I like to research what is the vitamin doing for me. What is like, I didn't know that a lot of black women or women of color are vitamin D deficient. So I encourage you to get your lab work done. Ask your doctor to test you for everything, all the deficiencies. Um, I also take women's one a day. I also take fiber gummies. And yeah, like I'm not telling you to take what I take. I'm telling you to talk to your doctor, get your blood work done. As far as blood pressure, you guys, I know we're talking about being in a plateau, but I always gotta share my story with you all so you will know like what's going on. Since 2020, my blood pressure was so high. I can't even give you a record well, I can, but I don't want to put my medical record on YouTube. It was in like 150s. It was just high. I'll just say that. I don't want to say a number, but it was just really high. And the last year, since I've been taking better care of myself, my blood pressure been so good. I never get the questions, do you take blood pressure pills or anything anymore? And I think another contributing factor is dental care. That's a whole different subject. I was not taking proper care of my oral hygiene. I used to be a cigarette smoker, eating candy before bed, not flossing, and I felt like that contributed a lot to stress because infection in the gums. I could go on and on and on. I've been taking better care of my oral hygiene. I do want to get braces or a Invisalign one day soon, but yeah, that's another subject. But yes, you got to take care of yourself from the head to the toe, head to toe. Ever since I've been making my regular appointments and seeing my dental hygienist often, I feel like that contributed a lot to my blood pressure being lowered because your oral care has a lot to do with your heart, the plaque, all that. So I'm just saying, I'm just putting out there. I want to say that being patient in your journey, accepting the non-linear nature of progress is vital in this weight loss journey. You have to be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, speak positive words to yourself, learn to build sustainable habits. I want to keep giving you guys examples, but you guys can, I don't know. I'm speaking to the people that want to start their journey. And if you guys haven't noticed, I love to dance. I love being joyful. I love that I'm building confidence within myself. I in 2023, I noticed I stopped taking pictures of myself. That's like I don't know why. Or I would just take selfies like this. I wouldn't take full body pictures. And I just was like, I don't have any pictures of myself unless someone took it of me. And that's not okay. So part of your weight loss journey is to build confidence within yourself. You'll feel good losing 1 pound. If I when I get to 265, I'm gonna be on here smiling and telling y'all like, hey, I lost a pound this week. And yeah, so be confident in your journey, be confident in yourself. Clap it up for you because you're doing the hard work. You're putting one foot in front of the other. And I'm so sorry if I'm yelling at y'all. I forgot I have a mic on, so I'm probably gonna have to lower my tone, but I'm just so excited to share my journey with you guys. And I'm so excited to let you know being in a plateau or a standstill is not end all be all. It's just letting you know that you gotta push a little bit. It's just a sign to let you know that, hey, what you're doing has been working, but you need to do more. That's it. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.